am Dr. Crystal Downing, and I am co-director with my husband, Dr. David Downing, of the Marion E. Wade Center at Wheaton College, which is the preeminent archive in the world for published and unpublished materials by and about C.S. Lewis and 6 of his influences. So we have a wealth of riches here, and we are starting Wonders of the Wade to share with you many of these riches.
We're standing in front of C.S. Lewis's wardrobe. This was in his home growing up in Belfast. His grandfather, Richard Lewis, made it by hand. So this is carved wood. Even the hinges are made by hand. And it's a beautiful piece of furniture. His cousin, Claire Lewis Clapperton, said that she remembered that as children, Lewis and his brother Warren and others would crawl inside and tell stories of wonder and adventure. So obviously Lewis associated this wardrobe from his childhood with a portal to the world of imagination. If you open the wardrobe, you see fur coats, which we associate with Lucy going into Narnia. We also have Warren Lewis's army coat from his days in the British military, and we think that probably has C.S. Lewis's DNA on it.
We'll point out that the wardrobe that C.S. Lewis describes in The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe has a mirror on front, and that it was just a very plain wardrobe. At the time, Lewis was probably just looking at the wardrobe that happened to be in his rooms at Oxford. But the idea of a wardrobe that opens to another world is definitely tied to this wardrobe, since the little boys crawled inside, and a story, and they told stories, is an opening to a new world.
Clyde Kilby was the mastermind behind the C.S. Lewis collection, which later became the Wade Center. And when Lewis's brother died in 1973, Clyde Kilby talked to a colleague here at Wheaton and said, can you go to an auction and try to bid on some of Lewis's furniture? So the colleague named Bob Bartell went to Banbury and went to the auction. He didn't know how to behave in an auction. He said, what should I do if I want to bid on something? And the auctioneer said, well, just hold up a newspaper if you're interested in bidding on that item. And Bob said, in any newspaper? And the auctioneer said, well, the London Times would be the best. So that's the New York Times of England, a very serious newspaper. So Bob, sure enough, bid for it and obtained it and had it shipped here to the Wade Center in 1973. As I say, this is the 50th anniversary of our having this particular item of furniture. We got some other items, Lewis's desk and Tolkien's desk, which we'll talk about in other episodes.